Hello, how you doing? For real? That's awesome. Okay, so I know it's been a little bit since we've had a lesson, and things get in the way. It's hard. But today I wanted to do things a little bit differently, so I'm going to keep my voice down, and we're going to try some different techniques to try and relax you. Okay? Because something that I notice, and pretty much everyone when they start singing, there's this tendency to kind of tense up and want to, muscle through it to get the sound to come out the way you want it to. But in reality, um, that's actually opposite of what we want to do. In reality, we want our entire body to be relaxed, except for two muscles. We talked about this before. The diaphragm, which goes up and down, it's like a flat muscle, and it either makes space for the lungs or pushes the air out. So it makes space for the lungs or it pushes the air out, okay? So the diaphragm, we want that to be a little bit tense, and we want our obliques, which are on your back. Your obliques are the ones that are really controlling the diaphragm, so we want to make sure those are tense and taut. Everything else, though, should be very, very relaxed, very loose. And especially your head, your facial muscles, your neck, your chest, all of that. They just need to be relaxed. So we're going to try a few things today. First, we're just going to do some standard breathing techniques that we did last time, just to kind of get us warmed up, get our lungs filled. And then we're going to try just a few relaxation techniques, okay? Actually, we might just do one, and we might do it a couple of times. So it'll be really easy. It's just, visualization. You don't have to really do anything. I'll ask you to close your eyes, or you can keep them open if you want. But we'll eventually get there. It'll be good. And then we're just going to do a little bit of vocalization, okay? All right. But before we start, what's one really good thing that happened to you this week? Yeah, just whatever. It doesn't matter. Just one thing that made you happy. Well, that's awesome. Well, the summer is pretty fun. Going to the pool, it's top notch, especially when you're with your family. That's something that's really important. For me this week, one of my lessons was pretty cool. The girl's name is Lily, and she's a little 7-year-old, and I don't know. Every single week when she comes in, there's this moment where I see her mom's face, and her mom is just like, and because Lily is it is a bundle of energy. She has so much, it's crazy. But yeah, so then she's always a highlight of my week. That was good. I haven't done swimming in a long time though. Okay, so what should we start with first? Oh, yes, breathing. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to sit up straight. Good. Then you want to feel your back be straight. You want to feel your neck, your head right above your body, okay? So what we're going to do, just like last time, I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to breathe in while I count. I'm going to count 3 more. You're going to hold it for those 3 counts. Then I'm going to count to 3 one more time and release, okay? So, you ready to start? Okay, remember, relax. It's all good. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Good. Here, I'll do it with you. Here we go. Breathe. Good. Let's do a little bit slower. Let's go 4 beats, okay? So I just want you to internalize those beats. I'm going to breathe with you. We'll do it together. But especially when you're releasing, make sure it's a slow, steady stream of air, okay? We don't just want to go, because that doesn't really work. It doesn't really relax us. It also When you do that, you don't train your diaphragm to remain flexed. So let's try it again. 4 beats. Okay, here we go. Breathe in. Good. Empty all the way. Good. All right, let's do it 2 more times. Same thing. 4 beats, okay? I'll count with my fingers. Here we go. Breathe in. Good. You're doing great. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Breathe in. Good. Very good. All right. Okay, next. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to make it even longer. So this time I really want you to space it out, okay? We're only going to hold at the top for those 4 beats, but on the way up and down, we're going to do it for 6 beats, okay? So very slow, very steady stream of air in, very slow, very steady stream of air out, okay? All right, so 6, 4, 6, 6 in, 4, hold, 6 out. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to do it with you. Breathe in. Yeah, good. Great job. Okay, let's do it again. Same thing. 6, 4, 6. Here we go. Breathe in. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. Okay, sweet. Last one. We're gonna make it even harder. So we're gonna do 8 beats, 4 beats, 8 beats. So 8 beats in, 4 beats hold, 8 beats out. Okay. So even more controlled. Really feel your muscles, your obliques, and your diaphragm. Really feel them tense up, flex, and be able to control all the way down. You literally want to feel your diaphragm when you're breathing in. You want to feel it go down and open up room for the lungs. And then as you breathe out, you want to feel it go back up. Okay. So down, hold, up. Okay. Here we go. So 8 beats, 6 beats. No, 8 beats, 4 beats, 8 beats. There we go. Here we go. Breathe in. Okay. You're a little, I think we both were a little early on that one. Let's try again, see if we can do it better. Here we go. Oh, there goes my air conditioning. At least it'll be nice and cool in here, right? Okay, let's try that again. So 8, 4, 8. Yeah. Okay. Sounds great. Cool. Breathe in. 2. You feel a little more relaxed? Yeah. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to keep breathing in the 4-4-4 pattern, okay? So really be conscious of your breathing. Actually, do me a favor, don't hold, just go 4 in, 4 out. So I want you to have a very even in and out. So let's try that really quick, just 4-4, there we go. Breathe in, out. Out. Last one. Good. So what I want you to do is keep breathing like that. Just put it on a loop. Just keep breathing in, out. Good. If you want to, you can close your eyes. It's up to you though. But we're going to be doing a little bit of visualization. So close your eyes will help a little bit, but you don't necessarily have to. Okay. So what I'm going to do is while we do this, I'm just going to play a little bit of soft music for you, and hopefully that'll help. So I want you to just keep breathing. I want to play some music for a bit, and I want you just to try and clear your mind, all right? Try and clear. So what I want you to imagine, I want you to imagine that you're sitting exactly where you are. I want you to imagine that there's a sphere of light. It's right in front of your forehead. It's not a bright light. It's a warm light. It looks warm and it feels warm and it emanates warmth. And even with your eyes closed, you can feel it giving off gentle warmth right in front of your face. And with that, it's the kind of warmth that barely feels warm, but it's enough to make you feel better. It's like kind of warmth that you feel. When you've come in out of the snow from shoveling. When you're a kid. When you get inside, you take your mittens and your coat and your hat off. And you walk into the kitchen, and everyone's there. Dinner is being made. And you sit down, and the fireplace is on. That's the kind of warmth that you're feeling from the sphere of light right in front of your forehead. And gradually you feel the warmth start to move, and it goes from the front of your face to your left ear, slowly. It just sits there, making your whole left side feel comfortable. And that warmth lingers as it moves to the back of your head. And it keeps traveling around your head slowly. Until it reaches your right side. You can feel the warmth linger all the way around your head until it finally gets to your right. Until it comes back to center, right in front of your forehead. You feel it travel to the top of your head, but only for a moment. And it starts to travel down your neck. And as it does, when it reaches your shoulders, it splits into two. And you feel both balls of light warm your shoulders and relax them. Your muscles aren't tense anymore. And those two balls of light come back to center into one. Go back to the top of your head. And you feel it at the top of your head, and it starts to go down again. muscles in your back, you can feel them be affected by the warm light. As it travels down, you can almost feel your muscles melt. It reaches the small of your back, splits again. And you can feel it engulf your legs. And it travels down and almost feels like you're underwater. But warm water. You're completely at ease. And that warmth travels down your legs to your calves, and to your ankles, and your feet. And you feel completely at ease. Then you feel it travel all the way back up and comes back into one sphere. Travels back up your spine and just rests, circling the top of your head. And it rests there. It goes a little bit forward, a little bit back. Just covers your head in warm light. And it keeps slowly circling. Hey, sleepyhead. How you doing? It's okay. It's totally all right. I totally expected you to fall asleep. You're still falling asleep. We can do some vocalization. We don't have to. You want to? Can you keep your eyes open? No. How about this? We do one run, and then I'll just play some music, and you can fall asleep. How about that? I'll talk to you. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not on the clock when you're sleeping. So we're going to do a little bit of vocalization, and I want you to make sure that you stay just that relaxed. Okay? Okay. So what we're going to start with is I just want you to hum. All right? So you're going to go. Okay, it's going to go. You That was very, very, very good. You had no stress in your throat. You had no stress in your chest. You breathed perfectly. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's do, this is a favorite one of mine. This is more of like a speech warm-up, but it'll help us to kind of get our vowels better. So I want you to do, Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Yeah? So we did a little bit of this before. So we're going to start, let's start right about here. Yeah? Oh, you fell asleep again. Are you sure you're okay? Here. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Yeah? Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Let's try it. Come on, you got it. Come on, here we go. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Good. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. 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 So we're gonna do that again. Say it with me. What I want you to do is make sure that when you say Mama made me mash my M&Ms, that you have very, very sharp articulation. So Mama made me mash my M&Ms. So really, sharp attack on each one of those. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. And when you do it, ma needs to be open. Remember, you want to feel like your jaw is going down, okay? You want to feel it right here in your sinuses. You want to feel the sound kind of circle around right here, okay? So Mama made me mash my M&Ms. There we go, same thing. Excuse me. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Good. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Good. Even bigger. Good. Perfect. Yeah. Good. Last one. Good. All right. Bravo. I want you to do that one more time, right on there. And we're going to do it without the piano. So I'll do it with you first, and then I want you just to loop it 5 times, okay? All right, here we go. That's where we're starting now. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Now you. Good. Again. Good. Faster. Awesome. Last time. That was really good. You said it so fast. That was amazing. Okay. Sweet. Really good job. All right. Last one that we're going to do. I know I only said one. I tricked you. Oh, there's air conditioning again. It's a really hot day outside. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called You Are My Love. 1 second. Let me check the thing. Where did I put that? Alright, let me check our time. Oh, look at that. Okay. By the way, I don't think I have your email. Can Can you really quick? Sorry, I'm kind of sitting behind you, but can you just tell me your email really quick? Okay. Here, I'm just gonna send you an email from that. Okay, so let's see, DI. Okay, then is that with 2 T's? Okay. 69. Okay. And then what website? Really? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. You have a Hotmail? That's kind of weird. Okay. Alright. Okay. I just sent you an email. And actually, now that I look at that, I don't have your. How do I not have any of your information? I must have gotten lost. You know what it is? I just factory reset my device. Okay. I'm just gonna go to contacts then. There it is. Okay. Alright. Oh, there you are. Is this your phone number? 815-223-1555. Okay, so it's not that. Alright, so what's your number? Okay, so 37 424 1523. Okay. All right, sweet. I finally have all your information. That's incredible. All right. Well, sorry about that. Yeah. Whatever. It's all good. So I mean, honestly, that's about it. We don't need to do that last one. I have. Let's see. Where is? I'm not exactly sure. We're about out of time, but I just wanted to show you something really quick. Okay. So this is one of my. You mentioned to me that you wanted to do. You wanted to join a choir. Yeah. Okay. Well, this kind of choir piece, and you say you want to do more kind of modern stuff. Stay away from Handel. Yeah, I feel you. Well, this is something we can start going over and start learning. And it's something you can actually sing with the recording. This is one of my favorite pieces by one of my favorite composers, and it's by Charles Ives. Charles Ives, yeah. And it's called Psalm 90. Now, Psalm 90 is an interesting one. And it's about putting your trust in the Lord, whatever that means. But it's got some beautiful imagery. It's pretty out there in terms of harmony. So let me just go through this really quick. Really, you can sing any part. Just depends on the octave. Well, for kicks, let's look at the soprano part. So we're in the key of C. Really, we're not in any key. Charles and I like to didn't really like harmonic language. He liked to kind of circumvent everything. But this is how it kind of sounds. And then it splits here. And the words there are, Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place from one generation to another, to another, to another. So that's our refrain. So you think you want to do this one? Yeah? Sweet. Well, here, just so you have an idea of what this kind of looks like, what this means. So in measure 16, we have where it says chanted, okay? So that's going to be all together, but on one note, all right? So it's, before the mountains were brought forth, and then it goes down to G. Or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world. It goes up to B flat. Even from everlasting to everlasting. And it goes right into Thou art God. Yeah. So just so you know how that kind of works. Really, he's using a very traditional SATB arrangement here. But it's anything but. So I'm going to give this to you, okay? Let's put this in your bag. Okay. And before you go, just going to give you a couple things to work on. I'm sorry this is so kiddish, but it's the only thing I got. And it helps me to kind of organize things. Okay, what's the date today? July 30th? Right. I do this every time. Yes, July 30th. Okay. Why am I so bad at math? I don't know. Calendar. The 4th is Tuesday. 5th, 6th, 7th. Okay. The 7th. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So next time I see you, it'll be August. All right. August 7th. So a couple of things on here. Your goal, number 1, is the least number of days to practice this week, okay? So that doesn't mean you're limited to that. It means that you have to at least do that, and you can do more days if you have time, okay? So I'm putting 5 for that, okay? So don't worry about these flashcards. For warm-ups and technique, I want you to do the humming, and I want you to do the lip bends, and then you are my love. Okay? So if you can do those 3 things as your warm-ups, that should be good. Make sure, especially in the You Are My Love, that you're very, very narrow. Oh, feel it. You are my love. You are my love. Okay? So make sure you do that. And each time, I want you to do that, each one of those at least 2 times. So that's up and down your range. Okay? All right. Don't worry about scales. Let's see. Theory. Don't worry about that this week. For solo performance / fun, I want you to, first off, I want you to listen to Psalm 90. You can find it on YouTube. And then I'd like you to start practicing it. At least singing through everything and kind of playing it on the piano and singing along with the recording. So I'm going to do that practice at least like 3 times each time you practice. Don't worry about the parent's signature, obviously. So I do want you to fill out your goals if you can. So we have our first goal, your assigned number of days this past week. You can mark yes or no. And then number 2, every song / activity you're assigned the number of times each day. So you do yes or no. Honestly, it's just for you. That's really not for me at all. That's all for you to keep track. All right. So, and the more you keep track, the more you keep yourself accountable, the better that you're going to get. Because I know I have plenty of students that we have lessons over and over and they never get better. And the reason is they just don't practice. So the more you practice, the better you're going to get, especially with something as physical as your voice. If you don't work it out, you'll never get better, okay? So that's for you. Put that in your bag as well. Okay. So to end, I thought since you fell asleep so easily, I'm just gonna do a little visualization again. I want you just to relax, okay? Okay. So this time, don't worry about falling asleep, all right? And this time, I'm gonna try a different key. you to sit. I want you to be aware. I want you to be aware of your chest and your breathing. I want you to feel your chest go out and in and out and in, and feel the diaphragm. Feel your diaphragm let go and fill up the lungs, and then contract back. Yeah. Let go and fill with air. Contract and let it all out. I want you to be aware of your spine and the muscles surrounding it in your back. I want you just to relax it, just to feel the tension go out from your body. And in that space, I want you to imagine just pleasure filling that void. This sensation of floating. I want you to be aware of your legs and all the muscles in your legs and your calf and your feet. I want you to imagine that they've become weightless. And I want you to imagine that even though you're sitting down, I want you to imagine that you're floating just an inch above the ground. You're not flying, you're just floating. You just are in this moment. Nothing else in your head.